Hello classmates, so welcome back to another video, and in this video I will be reviewing the anime Welcome to Demon School iruma-kun. This anime was slept on by a lot of people because I think in 2020 a lot of people were just watching better shows, not, but this one is actually rough gen of Shonen Jump, and this video will not do it justice because I don't know how to make videos, but if this one I hope you actually watch it because it's a very interesting anime, and this review will not do it justice because the anime you need to watch it to understand it. They have a little bit of comedy and some type of action, but don't be the intro. They'll be really mislead some people because they'll be in all of them. There was a lot of action, but there is some action, but it's not the focus of the show. The show is focused a lot more in character development and a lot of things related to world building. But regardless, it's an actually solid show, solid, and that's why it deserves the in. That's why it has 3 seasons, not just one, and people forgot about it. So let's start it. Well, the when you see the first season, you might think it's just some like bland copy of Boku no Hero because I think the VA sound the same as Deku, but he is actually a very interesting main character because Iruma is a human and his parents made a deal with the devil, so his soul would be sold to a super devil in hell. And in surprise, the devil is actually really nice, a really nice person, and that's just too funny for me. Um, and there's some cliches like he goes to school to understand how to be a demon, and people like see him as weak because he smells like a human, doesn't have magical powers. And I think in the first season we saw two main characters. That one being Asmodeus and Clara. Clara is a very funny character because she's like my first impression of her was she was annoying, not tsundere annoying, not lovey-dovey annoying, just childish annoying. And I think that this was the author's intention because in the later seasons I really start to appreciate her a little more. But in the first season she was just an annoying character. And the other one was Asmodeus or Eskun. Eskun yeah, is a very rough nickname for him, but he's actually very proudful character when he is introduced. But he gets a lot tame in later seasons because he understands that Iruma, and I think he challenges Iruma to a duel, and Iruma actually wins because Iruma has a ability that it's not an ability. It's like saying some kind of training that he made because his parents were just so awful that he needs to fend for himself. So he knows how to run away from anything and everyone. So he defeats Azukun. I think like was just by coincidence, and everybody like respect him from now on. But the problem is that he doesn't have power, so he goes to the misfit classroom, and the misfit classroom is actually the main focus of this series because the misfit classroom is a very interesting I think a very interesting classroom because all of the characters that are in there are actually gonna be evolved and work on them. So it's not actually they're just there to fill the blank spaces in a classroom. They are actually characters that we will see evolve throughout the series. Especially I think the one that is an idol, I don't remember her name, the owl, and a lot of other characters like there's a guy that he's super muscular and when he bites metal he makes weapons. I don't remember his name, but he's an actually important character. Later in the series he becomes a pal with I think Asmodeus, if I remember correctly, but the first season just like some club stuff, and there's a guy that wanted to make a bomb to blow up the school, and that was very funny. But and we learned that he's like some kind of organization that want to destroy the peaceful nature of the demons that are straying away from their roots. Very interesting, very interesting. But this season was like just solid, nothing special. I think we have some. I think we have some like we have some development by part of Clara because we saw her family and how she struggles, but she's still an annoying character. Asmodeus was he like learned to control his rage because everybody that tried to make fun of I, I, I think everyone that made fun of I think Iruma he just blessed him, but now he's a little bit more tame in that regard. And another thing that I found interesting in the first season was that they just focus on these three characters because the relation of these two characters would be actually really important, but like it just sounded like another typical shonen jump. So we have Lira, Uraraka, and Deku in Boku no Hero. We have I don't know Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura in Naruto's, but and that's why I think a lot of people didn't give attention to the show. They just were expecting another shonen. But when we go to season two, that's when the interesting thing happened, because now we learn a lot more about the other characters. Like we learned that I said the idol girl Iruma actually cross dress and played an idol. The song was really good, and I understand. And I later noticed that the voice actor is actually a man. So he made a female voice so convincing that he made he made me literally think that he swapped with some other VA, some female VA for making the song. But the anime in the second city improves a lot. There's a lot more action, and I think Iroma learned how to use his power. Like the ring that I make in here, he actually learns how to make this power. This I don't know how to explain. Like his uncle slash grandparents mm, adjust the tone for him, and the second season is very funny because Iruma goes through his evil cycle. So the evil cycle is like what we see demons actually are. They are violent. They just want to kill people, and the evil cycle is that. But Iruma is a human, so he doesn't have a evil cycle. But there's a little demon in his ring there's one that I'm making that he made Iruma he made Iruma go through a evil cycle, and Iruma in the evil cycle it is he he's very hot. I love him as much as a straight man can love him because he actually imposes himself and he actually stand up for everyone in the classroom. That's why they go and try to petition for a better classroom. I think the royal one, and he goes to petition everybody at school so they could go to royal one. And if you know Iruma, he's actually a very good boy, so he earns it. So and they go to Royal One in the second season and made the other teacher. I don't remember his name, but the other teacher was just like, no, you can do that. You cannot do that, and that was very funny for me. And after the evil cycle had left, I just felt bad for the little grandpa, the devil grandpa. The devil grandpa is actually the director and demon king of this universe. So he might appear silly because of the first season, but the second season we actually see him use his power and he's strong as hell. Like, and everybody that take care of Iruma is actually stronger. So that just power scaling in a whole nother level. Another thing that another character that we appear in the second season is, I think, I don't remember his name. I just remember that she's very tall and a beautiful and has a beautiful like hair, long hair. I really like her character design, and she wants to learn about humanity, but she needs to do that in actual secret because nobody needs to know. And she can read Japanese. She cannot read Japanese, very obvious because they are demons. And then Iruma reads for her. It's a very cute scene where they both she sits on a chair and Iruma goes through the manga panels and he does the intonation, all the voices of the characters in the manga, and that's very cute. I remember her name. I think her name was, let's see, Emery is actually a very cute character for her because she's like all tall and powerful, but she's actually very sweet at heart. And I think season two was actually much more better than season one. And for season three was, I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it a little bit later. And season three was a very character development heavy season because everybody became pairs. So they went through a rough training, sort of like that, and they all need to become a better how do I put it, a better demon, if you understand then. So we see, I think, everybody doing some great thing, and a lot of forgotten characters, like the one that is sleeping in a cloud and the one that kind of looks like a ghost. They actually became very good friends in the in this anime, and they weren't the focus a lot in 3 episodes. Another thing was the development of, I think, Asuku and the other guy that is a very tough guy that I say that he bites metal when weapons come out. They became a lot of like pals and things, so it was actually a very good character development arc for everybody there. And this why I think Iruma-kun is a must watch for everybody that like anime because it stray away from the shonen conceptions that we have. We have a conception that shonen was just action and a little bit of character development, but it's like we think of Dragon Ball, Naruto, Boku no Hero, Jujutsu, but this anime actually goes beyond that because he does have a little bit of action. Not gonna say that it's like the most polished level of fighting, but it's a very nice complementary. Like we have like action and a little bit of character development. That's why I think Irumakun exceeds in the other because in a lot of series they neglected character development for just power fantasy. And Irumakun doesn't do that, and every single step of the way we saw Iruma struggle, and that's why he earns his power. I know that's the cliche, but we saw actually how Iruma is difficult and how he doesn't give up because of his friend, and that's a very nice show. But that's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys will watch it or how will you guys, I think, f- like take your reviews for granted because the anime is very good. So I hope you guys watch it and give your opinion in the comments or in the like button. So thank you. Bye bye.